2 days ago, there was a horrific terrorist attack in the German city of Solingen. 3 people are dead, many more are injured, and we are going to discuss why the German system of government is failing their country massively. So what happened was that there was a festival actually in the city of Solingen in Germany, and this festival is a celebration of 650 years of this city, but it was also a festival of diversity. So in Germany, the term diversity is also used a lot in current political parties and in a lot of advertising for these parties. I'll just give you a quick overview about the current parties, for example, because now in exactly 1 week there will be some elections in single federal states in Germany, for example in Thuringia and also in Saxony. And here you can see, for example, this is the current poll for Thuringia. You can see here that the AfD, which is in the opposition in Germany, is the strongest party currently regarding to the polls. But the interesting thing in Germany and the peculiar thing is that no one of the other parties wants to work with this party because they always call it the far right extremist party. For example, the governor of the state Nordrhein-Westfalen, Henrik Wüst, who is also responsible for the area where the attack was, he said about the AfD party,
in der stramme Nazis den Takt angeben. Das ist eine Nazi-Partei.
So this is the governor, and he just said, so yeah, this is basically like a Nazi party, which is obviously not true. They're just spreading a lot of fake news currently. And the interesting thing is, you guys of course know Elon Musk, and Elon Musk has even mentioned this in some time in this post where he wrote, why is there such a negative reaction from some about AfD? They keep saying far right, but the policies of AfD that I've read about don't sound extremist. Maybe I'm missing something. No, actually, Elon, you aren't missing anything. It's just that the politics in Germany, if you look at the economy, if you look at energy prices, nothing is really working anymore in Germany. And basically Germany is failing its own people. The government and the politics are failing their own people. And then because it's harder for them to make reasonable and just rational, normal politics, this is of course very hard for them. So they start to attack the opposition, just like the Democrats are doing it with Kennedy, for example, in the US and with other independent presidential candidates that they are suing in almost all of the states because they're saying, yeah, you cannot be on the ballot, yada, yada, yada. So now this is the current polls in Thuringia, because many people, especially in Eastern Germany, don't want this kind of government anymore. And at the same time, we have more and more attacks also, like this terrorist attack on the Festival of Diversity in Germany. And the interesting thing is that now there are some breaking news just a couple of minutes ago from another German newspaper here, the Welt, so the world basically. And what they are saying is that the terrorist who attacked this festival and who murdered 3 people with a knife was actually by law someone who should have been deported 1 year ago. But this is also a huge problem in Germany, that there are a lot of illegal immigrants that have failed Asylanträge, which means basically if you come to some European Union member state and you request like asylum, then normally the country where you first arrive in the European Union is responsible for all of the paperwork, for all of like the data, the asylum data and everything. But this country was actually Bulgaria. So he traveled from Bulgaria to Germany. Then they actually denied his request for asylum, but then he just magically disappeared. A couple of months later, he came back to Germany and then just was living in Germany back again, and they didn't deport him. So no one really knows why didn't it happen. And this is also a huge problem in Germany currently, that the whole bureaucracy around this process is failing massively. And now we have the next terrorist attack, which could have been avoided if they would have just followed the current laws that are already in place. But I don't know if it's because of ideology or incompetence or whatever it is, but the fact is that now you can't blame the opposition for all of the things that aren't going right in Germany. This is like it's like a Trojan horse that they're always using to try to blame everything on like the far right. Oh yeah, the far right is responsible for this and this and this. And basically, it's their own fault.